Guys, watch this. Bama! What are you doing in there? What are you doing? Come on. So Bagel got his stitches removed. Everything went well, and we are gonna go ahead and we're gonna let him out. Hey Farm fam, welcome back to my channel. And for those of you that are new, welcome. So welcome back to another barn update. So we're gonna be continue working in the tack room. So we'll just again do a brief overview of what we did in the last video and then get right into this video. This is gonna be a multiple day vlog like my other ones. So of course, let's just get right into it. If you guys are excited to see the tack room come together, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. Make sure you turn on those post notifications so you don't miss any of these videos, and of course have a chance to be a post notification shout out. All right, you guys, let's get right to work. So this is primarily what we worked on in the last video. So we have half of the panels of the drywall on, so basically half of the room. We haven't insulated yet, but we did get the window unit in last time. We got the electrical all technically done, running out of the tack room and out. So today's plan is to basically get the drywall done. So that's gonna be a big job, and insulate it. And I want to at some point finish my feed box because we actually bought new metal trash cans, which I'm gonna put in here. But I just finished up the trim on this side, but we still need the doors to put on here, so that's for today. We were able to find 3 buckets today from Tractor Supply. We had to go to True Tractor Supplies just to find these 2, so we need to find 1 more. Maybe they'll get more in stock, but we're gonna be able to fit 4 in there really nicely and then some, so that'll be really good. And then if my zoom works well enough, if you guys see right there, that little black thing with legs, so we were able to get the cows a long like tub feeder, so we fed them that this morning and they loved it, so that was really cool that we got one of those finally. Mike has been literally asking us to get this forever, so we finally bit the bullet and got it today. All right, so we are jumping right back into work after going and hanging out with the cows for a little bit. But we're just going and putting the last bits of the drywall on, basically all on this side of the tack room, just the lower parts. We won't get to the top parts of the wall this vlog, but we will the next vlog. We're just kind of trying to do this, and then the ceiling. So Mike's just screwing this piece on, and now we're going to the next piece, and so on. Second to last piece of the drywall is going up, and Mike's just cutting the outlet out. All right, you guys, so this is what the drywall is looking like so far. We have this up here, and then we're about to work on this. But Mike just cut my lids for me, so now we are super anxious to see what it looks like. So we just stopped working on the drywall for a minute just to get these lids on. So I'm excited for that, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. During this whole drywalling process, I do get really bored because it's just not as fun to me, so I really wanted to attach my lids because I got these hinges. So we're just attaching them, and they actually worked really nicely. It was like a perfect fit, and now I'm just trimming out the lids. You guys, look how cute this is. Oh my gosh, I am so in love with it. It's literally turned out better than I thought it was because we just, again, like won this project. So I found these little smaller trim pieces in my garage because we're using thicker trim right here. But then when we put this on with this piece of plywood, it kind of matched up right to here. So I thought this would look really nice to do with shorter trim. So I found this shorter trim in my garage, but I ran out. So I was able to do enough for here, those 2, and then the one over there. And then this is just a scrap piece. I need to get 4 more pieces for here, here, there, and there. But all the hinges are on. So basically we'll be able to open it like this. They have like good weight because they're not flimsy, but they're not too heavy to pick up. And then this is the second one. So I just have to sand a little bit on the inside here because it's getting a little bit caught up on this side. But we're gonna try to figure out some type of hydraulic system so that when we pick it up, it kind of just stays up, and then we'll trim all these screws. But it kind of just stays up like this, almost like a kickstand, but on its own. That'll be so cool for feeding time, so that mice and rats and things like that can't get into our feed. So I absolutely love this. It's totally made the space look like very fancy from a really non-fancy little project. So I'm so happy about this. We still have to put our shelf in, but that will come. And then we are gonna put the new buckets in here that you guys saw. So I'm so excited. All right, you guys, so we stopped from working on the barn to take Bagel to the vet. So he has his appointment today to get his stitches out. We have him in another dog crate because we don't have a cat carrier. We lost it in the move. But he's used to being in the cage since he's been in the cage for the last 3 weeks. But as soon as he gets these stitches out today, he is going to be a free man. He's going to be able to go out and live in the barn and come inside whenever he wants. But he doesn't really like the car. Obviously, he's a cat. Why would he? But after this, he is going to have a lot of fun in life. Right, Bag? Right, Bagel?
Babe.
You're a good Bagel boy. I hate taking cats to the vet. I don't know why. I just feel so sorry for them. You're a good boy, though. So Bagel got his stitches removed. Everything went well, and we are gonna go ahead and we're gonna let him out. Right, Bagel? Hopefully he stays, you guys. You know the drill. How it goes. Meow. So we've got 2 things of wet food, and we're gonna let the cats kind of eat together and see how it goes, because they need to, you know, be nice to each other. So we're just gonna go ahead and place that down, and hopefully no one fights or anything like that. But he's out, he's free. He may not even hang around really and even eat the food because he's not been out for a very long time, and this is all new to him. The only cat we're missing is, I think, Mishka. I think that's crazy. Mishka will come around a little bit later. It's pretty early for them to eat dinner, but I want to give him some time to acclimate. So Bagel seems to maybe be starting his journey to walk out, see what the world is all about again. Since I've been caged for 3 weeks. Guys, if you kind of are just following along with Bagel's journey, he was an outside cat and he needed a new home, particularly a barn. So that's why he was in a cage, because barn cats, you have to get them acclimated by leaving them in a cage where they're going to be living so that they can take in all the smells and get used to the property and everything like that. And then it can be up to 3 to 4 weeks, but if they're friendlier and not as feral, you can let them out. It's like 3 weeks. We let Domino in for only 2 weeks because he was super friendly. But now he's free. It's like I feel like he can't believe that he's actually free. And there's Benel. Bugs, buddy. Catch all the mice, please. He's not really doing too much. He's very curious. I think he just can't believe he's actually outside of his cage. It is day maybe 4 of this vlog. I can't remember now. But of course we're still in the tack room. So this is gonna be the last day of this vlog, so I can get this out to you guys so you guys can see the progress in the tack room, because I'm so excited to show you guys. But we have all the drywall up, as you guys can see, just on the first layer. We've started insulating it. There's insulation on the ground over there, so have quite a mess. So first thing, we actually have a mess like everywhere. You can see we're kind of just working around a mess right now because cutting the drywall to get it to fit and everything. So we need to first time lapse and clean this up, and then have a nice clean working space to continue on doing the tack room. So today's plan is to finish insulating and then make the frame and hopefully drywall the ceiling. We're gonna be working in here for a very long time tonight. Yesterday was a pretty short day in the barn. Just because we were so exhausted, we had to take a mental break and a physical break because we were so exhausted from working in the barn every day. But we are back and ready to tackle this tack room some more. So Mike and I are just cleaning up the tack room. Like I said, it was such a mess and it was getting really chaotic to work in there. But I don't know about you guys, I absolutely love watching time lapses of people cleaning. So even me rewatching this and doing this voiceover is so satisfying to me. As you can see, all the specks across the screen, that's all the insulation that we are vacuuming up. So this was super satisfying to just work in a nice non-chaotic environment. All right, so the tack room is nice and tidy. We just moved the big box over here just because we have to work and insulate over here. but looks nice now. For the past couple days of you guys seeing this, it's been such a huge mess, but now the tack room is nice and clean. So now we can continue on working. When will it ever stop raining? Guys, it's not even that late out and it looks very dark and gloomy. It won't stop raining, but we have successfully insulated all of the walls that are up now. We just kind of threw this up here. This is the breaker box cover, just to see what it would look like. It looks very official. It is so cold in here, you guys. This is so nice working in the AC. I say this a lot. But do you just see my temperature up there? That's 75. That's like in a house. So now we're gonna do the ceiling structure. We're gonna bolt some 2x4 studs on there so that we can drill the drywall right into the studs. So we are just starting by building the frame. We keep calling it a cage because that's what it looks like, but it's just a frame because the metal beams, they kind of like go past our drywall, like the sidewalls. So we had to make this frame so that we could put the drywall on it and it would be flush with the walls that we already have. So the first part of the little cage frame is done. We still have the rest to do, but I got a little helper. Anna, what's he doing? He didn't want to be inside anymore. Oh, let's rub those armpits. Oh, yay. He wanted to come out and play and help in the barn, so he's hanging out with us. Right, Bams? Oh, that's such a good boy. It's nice and AC in here for him. So he's just hanging out in the tack room. Good boy. What are you doing there, Bama? You waiting for him to get off the ladder? So cute. He's on the ladder. Go get him. Oh, wow. Learning how to climb the ladder. Day one. Guys, watch this. Bama! What are you doing in there? What are you doing? Come on. Same process that we have just been doing. I go out and cut Mike some more boards and then I bring him in and he screws them up onto the frame. Second row is done. Now Mike's just screwing in the third row and then it'll be drywall time for the ceiling. This is gonna look so cool. I'm so excited. Guys, we kind of underestimated the tack room project and it's taken us a lot longer. That's why that's pretty much all that's in this vlog, is because this is a big project. Drywall is not like our specialty like woodworking is, so we're a little bit quicker at stuff like that. So this has just been like a little bit of a learning curve, but I'm figuring out how we were gonna do the ceiling, but we've got it figured out. But hopefully we can wrap this project up because I'm ready to do more stall stuff. And the final row that we have to do for the frame, I was getting so antsy because there really wasn't anything for me to do to help. So I was so happy when we were almost done with this. All right, you guys, the cage is complete. Looks so cool, and it's gonna work really nicely and make sure that all of our drywall doesn't sag. So that's cool. And now it's time to somehow figure out how we're gonna do this, the two of us.
Which is suck.
Yes. Sealing drywall is not fun. All right, you guys, so first piece of drywall is trying to go up, but I left this part in because you can see we ultimately fail at this and it just isn't working at all. Then we got our thoughts together and figured it out, and our wedge system worked perfectly. Little sketchy there for a minute because then the wedge fell like you guys just saw and I had to readjust the camera and back in business. And now my job was to make sure that wedge did not fall again while Mike screwed in all the screws into the drywall. Y'all, we got our first piece of drywall in, and you guys, that was absolutely crazy and hard. Our little wedge was actually very useful, but it was tough. And then the wedge fell, but it's up there and it's not sagging anywhere. It looks so good. So now on to the next one. I'm dreading this. So now moving on to the second piece, we were much more confident about this after our first piece trial and error, and we basically started to get our system working here, and the second piece was actually much simpler to do, so I was grateful for that. And then this third piece we just had to cut, and again, same system, super simple at this point. We knew where our places were supposed to be and who held the wedge the whole time as Mike screwed all the screws in. Finally, you guys, we have most of the drywall on the ceiling done. So we're definitely more than halfway done with the drywall. We're like 75%. We just have to do all these little panels, and then over here, and all this, and then we should be golden. And then it comes spackling and texturing and painting and so much more fun stuff. But what do you guys think I should do about the floor? So originally we were gonna leave it concrete, and I still may leave it concrete, but I really want your guys' opinion. It's just like, obviously just textured concrete, brushed concrete I should say. So now I'm kind of thinking though, should we do something to the floor? Let me know in the comments down below if you guys think we should change the floor and what your ideas are. But you guys, this is what working in the barn for many hours looks like. Yeah, we have worked a lot today. We've worked a lot in this vlog, even though it may not seem like it because we're still just working on the same project, but it should be done very soon. So I'm super excited. We got gravel in today to start the prep for the bedding of the stalls, and the bedding of the stalls should be here by the end of the week, but we're still gonna be trudging through to try to get this tack room done so that when we can put the horses in, which should be like either the next weekend or the weekend after that, hopefully by the end of October we have horses in here, which I'm almost positive we will. But I want the tack room to be pretty much finished by then too, so that we can just have a normal feeding routine, and then I can give you guys a full tour of everything. But I'm super excited. We have a long ways to go, but the horses should be soon, and I appreciate you guys staying along for this whole journey. And of course, you guys, if you guys are excited that we were able to let Bagel out, and by the way, he's doing so good, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. Make sure you turn on those post notifications so you don't miss any of these videos, and of course have a chance to make a post notification shout out. Today's shout out goes to, alright you guys, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.